Okay, let's take a shot at this. Hi, I'm Mike Azariah, and I'm here to talk to you today about how the votes are counted in the EVE Online CSM election, because it's not your normal vote. And as a result, I thought it'd be a good idea to let you know ahead of the election how the vote's going to be counted so you can make your ballot in the best way to suit that. And I'll talk about the ballot probably in about a week's time. But for now, the main thing I want to do is I pulled up the CSM 17 announcements. And this was how they actually announced who got elected. Now, basically, people could number their ballots from 1 to 10, and order mattered. And that is a key thing, and I'm going to say this more than once. Order really does matter, because initially all they do is count the votes for the top of your list. So your number one vote gets counted first. So these here on the screen you see right before you are how many votes each of these people got as the number one vote pick. In the bottom right you can see this is round one, and that they calculated what the quota was to actually get elected. So what they did was they took the total number of votes, divided it by 10, because there are 10 seats, and added 1 to it, and said that's the number you got to break. If you break that, you're elected. So you can see that, for example, Kazmir right here at 4,514 votes definitely got in. But the funny thing is, in a normal first past the post election, a lot of votes get wasted, because if somebody only needs X to get elected, anything above that doesn't count for anything, and your vote literally just goes off into the ether. Or if you voted for the wrong person and they don't get in, all of those votes, gone. The key is with first past the post, you have a lot of wasted votes. Only a few of the votes actually made a difference. In single transferable vote, very few votes get wasted, because what happens is Kaz only needed 2,600. He's got 4,500. So all those votes above don't get wasted. What happens is the second choices of those kick in. So you can see a few moments later that his overflow actually transferred to Angry Mustache and Brisk, and enough went to Angry to get him elected as well. So Kaz and then Angry both got elected in round one, but Angry got more than enough, and so some of his got handed off as well, and Brisk picked up a few more. Then you can look at this and see that Luke also got plenty of votes, and so he spilled over, gave some to Kenneth Feld. You can see that Brisk also got enough from spillover to get elected. So in the first round, 5 people got elected on the council in CSM 17. I purposely picked this one because it's the only election I didn't run in the past 4 years. So I didn't want to seem too narcissistic to be talking about how I won or lost an election. Live with it. So after they've done all the spillover and counted all these votes, and these guys have got elected with the right number of votes that were needed, no more. Extras got spilled over to elect other people. No votes were wasted at this point. Then they say, okay, we have to start finding votes somewhere, and they go to the person with the lowest number of votes and eliminate that person. And all of their second choices then become votes that spread to other people. Once they're eliminated, they look to see anybody elected. If the answer is no, they find the next lowest person. And this continues. So you can see that they just keep eliminating person after person and having the spillover go to other people. So you see spillover there and there. Sometimes it's not a lot when you're initially doing it, because the people who got low number of votes don't have a lot to hand off. But as the election goes on and you get up to round 8, you can see now they're going up 200, 300. This is skip ahead a bit more, round 15, plus 14, plus 16, plus 15. You can see now that the people in the hundreds are getting worried, because they know that, like, Scott at 110, White Orchid at 182. They're feeling the pressure because they know that unless they get some spillover from somebody else, they could get off they go and their votes spill over. So the order that you put your votes in not only determine who initially makes it in, but also if that person gets in, it goes on. If that person doesn't get in, your second choice now becomes your first choice and continues on. So the only way to really waste a vote is to fill in, say, 2 people and that's it. Or even, I'm only voting for this person and that's it. If that person gets in, your vote may or may not count, but the rest of it gets wasted. If that person doesn't get in and gets eliminated, you have not indicated who your second choice was. If not this person, then who? So they continue running this over and over, cycling it through and eliminating people. Round 17, you can see they're now down to 2, 4, 6, 7, 28 people. Round 19, you can see they've dropped a couple. Every round drops a few people. I have no idea who that is, nor do I care. Get up to round 22, more people keep dropping. Get up to round 26, and sometimes the edge is so small. There are people who've lost the election by 14 votes, and there is no demanding a recount. So you can see at this point, a guy with 500 votes at that point is the low man on the totem pole and next up against the wall. And then their votes spin out, and Phantomite was the next one at lowest. Now you can see there are 5 there, and there's about another 12 people waiting. So you know that in 1, 2, 7 more rounds, and the election is going to be set because they'll have eliminated enough that even if the people didn't get enough votes, the quota will have changed to the point where they get elected. This happens more often than you expect, that they eliminate the 11th person and the 10 that are left are elected just by default. So again, order matters. The person you put at the top of the list, hopefully me, will be the one who that determines their survival, how long they will last in this. If you put somebody at number 10, yes, they're on your ballot, but if everybody does that, they'll be eliminated in the first round, even if they had a vote from every person in EVE Online. If it's at 10 and they got 0 first round votes, they're gone. So I hope that the election period, the time that you can vote, will be from October 17th to the 24th. I'll try to put a video up before then. But for now, I hope that you're paying attention to the various candidates that are running for CSM 19, which is what the election is right now. And I will talk to you sometime soon. Ciao, Bella.